In Pattaya, Thailand, scores of foreigners have been tricked into handing over vast sums of money on holiday and retirement dreams to find they have nothing. The latest in a series of property scams involves a luxury condo called Emerald Palace, sold to them by a Briton who runs this Thailand property and exhibition company. The company's offices are now closed. The boss of the company, 63-year-old Richard Horton, had run a video rental store in Britain. But astonishingly in Pattaya, he'd been elevated to the presidency of the local Rotary Club. Richard Horton, they said, had taken their money, but instead of giving them their title deeds, he presented them to the Thai Kasikorn Bank to raise a nearly £1.7 million loan to cover his own debt. The Emerald Palace project was 6 years in the building, and Mr. Horton, who in his Rotary role was often photographed helping worthy causes, gave running but dishonest reports to the foreigners on its progress.
He sent me an email that he wanted more payment, yeah? So when I come here, he said the block looks lovely and everything else. When I come here, he had built nothing. And he started building in 2009, I think. We've just finished the last 6 months. We ain't even finished.
Some 6 years on, the building is finally almost finished, but the angry investors, mainly Britons, but also Russians, Finns and Canadians, are demanding police take action. Many have lost their life savings.
He's borrowed money off the bank with our deeds. Cost me everything, all my life savings and...
Been treated terrible, yeah, and there should be a law against this. It's my retirement money, yeah.
Well, it's a way of extorting money, using apartments which are there, and he has a title deed. My name is not on it, so they can't go to the land registry office and register my apartment in my name.
Police in Pattaya, they say, have refused to take the case. Moreover, a police officer and a bank official have taken up apartments in the same block at a preferential rate, the victims claim. Horton, they say, had been working in conjunction with his Thai partner Sripat Buntam, nicknamed Pookie, whose name is on several of his projects. The matter is now being investigated by the Consumer Protection Department at Pattaya City Hall, who say they will seek an arrest warrant for Horton if he continues to refuse to comply with requests to come and see them. But the Emerald Palace owners fear the worst, as they've been told they are far from being the only victims. Foreigners who put millions down in this Richard Horton project called Compton Gardens in Pattaya found not a brick had been laid and they lost everything. And those who bought properties as investments here at Lake Villas found that not only was their ownership in jeopardy, but the investment was worthless because, they say, Horton was pocketing their rental cash. Cash investors in Horton's Phoenix Grove in Pattaya would not have known that other investors were putting cash down on another estate called Forest View on the exact same plot of land, but there was no question of overcrowding, not a stone was laid. Meanwhile, Richard Horton has refused to meet the owners. His phone rings out and he's not answered emails. His co-directors, fellow Britons Paul Salisbury and Nicholas Pearce, have left Pattaya, and it's not known if they're coming back. The Emerald Palace protesters are hoping the city mayor will step in to resolve the issue, hoping he will try to protect the reputation of this controversial Thai resort.